Greetings and salutations. I'm Poetic Heretic, and this is an article from the Mind of James Donahue website regarding energy vampires. I will be giving my thoughts at the end. For now, let us begin. We all live among the energy vampires, but few of us know it, unless we happen to be living among a nest of them. My wife and I found ourselves getting drained of energy when we lived for a time in one specific community. That was when we learned not only that such people exist, but we found a way to shield ourselves against their daily assaults. Let me explain. People who drain your energy are not evil. They don't look like the Hollywood stereotype vampire. They don't drain our blood, and they don't prowl at night. They could be a friendly neighbor or president of the local school board. What they do, and sometimes they may not even realize they are doing it, is that they have a strange way of sucking away our energy when we get too close. I believe some of them do it on purpose. We all know that strange feeling of returning home from a large gathering of people and feeling so tired that we just want to collapse for a while and take a nap. Or we might come home with a severe headache. During my years working as a news reporter, I found that after working among large crowds, I often returned home with these symptoms. It was not until the problem hit us hard, while living with a community of vampires, that my wife and I recognized what was happening and found a way to deal with it. It all involves mental warfare. The vampires are mentally attacking us, and we just need to know how to recognize what they are doing and put up our guard. The best defense is to simply ground ourselves daily before leaving the home. Continue to do it throughout the day before coming in contact with others. Grounding is also a mental exercise. To do this, you imagine yourself mentally traveling from the head and dropping down through the body, through your feet and into the earth below, then continuing on to the very core of the planet. It only takes a few moments to do this mental exercise, but it seems to work. At least it did for us. You might think this is all hokey pokey and that James Donahue has lost his marbles to be writing such a strange article. But believe it or not, our findings have recently been backed up by real science. Dr. Olaf Kruse, a biologist at Bielefeld University in Germany, has just published research showing that plants draw energy from each other to survive. He believes people do this too. The findings of the Kruse study appeared in Nature Communications Journal Online. He and his team found that a green algae within the plants not only engages in photosynthesis, but draws a form of energy from neighboring plants to help acquire calories from food, minerals from water, and carbon dioxide to survive and grow. In his report, Kruse suggests strongly that because plants do this, there is strong evidence that humans also absorb energy from one another in a similar way. Quote, "This is the first time that such a behavior has been confirmed in a vegetable organism," Kruse stated. That algae can digest cellulose contradicts every previous textbook. To a certain extent, what we are seeing is plants eating plants. End quote. He then compared the behavior to human beings. Quote, "This is exactly why there are certain people who feel uncomfortable in specific group settings where there is a mix of energy and emotions. When energy studies become more advanced in the coming years, we will eventually see this translated to human beings as well. The human organism is very much like a plant. It draws needed energy to feed emotional states, and this can essentially energize cells or cause increases in cortisol and catabolize cells depending on the emotional trigger. Humans can absorb and heal through other humans, animals, and any part of nature. That's why being around nature is often uplifting and energizing for so many people," he concluded. That concludes the article. I've posted about energy or psychic vampires before, and I certainly do believe they exist. The condition appears to be strongly linked to psychopathy and narcissistic personality disorder. People of this type are highly deceptive and manipulative, but I think the most important thing to realize is that you can protect yourself against them. There are a variety of ways to do this, but the most effective one I have seen is to keep your vibration high and make sure you don't have any unresolved emotional or psychological issues that are drawing the vamps to you. If people like this are showing up in your life, it is probably a sign that something within you needs to be healed or resolved. It is not natural to attract people who suck the life out of you. It is natural to attract those who uplift, inspire, and bring the best out of you. My advice is to stay strong and whole within, so that the vampires won't even have access to you in the first place. This has been another report from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.